So I'm gonna get back to the mic. Fighting.
Who was it?
Joe Egan has officially joined Carl Froch's training camp, and his role is far more significant than simply observing from the sidelines. Egan has known John Fury for years and understands.
Do a fine. Good. Go twice. Last one now. One.
Understands exactly how he thinks, reacts, and approaches confrontation. That experience could become one of Froch's biggest advantages if this long-discussed showdown ever becomes reality. For months, Carl Froch.
For what he is. He's a thug and he's a bully.
There's times in life, and I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me, but there's times in life where sometimes you've got to stand up and be countered, and sometimes you've run your mouth, or you've said the wrong thing, or you've done something you regret, and you've actually got to stand and you've got to face it and front it and be a man and say, right, okay, I've done this, now I need to go and see the headmaster, or I need to go and see the kid that maybe I took his lunch money off him and the big brother wants me. I've got to take my licks now, I've got to stand and fight and defend myself. And John Fury's in a position where he's ran his mouth, he's given it the big one, you've come and fronted it and said, okay, here we go, you've taught the one, here I am, I'm here for you, I'm ready for you, you've taught the big one, now all you've got to do is step up to the mark. And it's embarrassing.
Froch has questioned John Fury's willingness to actually step into the ring. The former world champion has repeatedly accused Fury of doing more talking than fighting, insisting that if Fury truly believes everything he says, there is only one way to settle it.
Gone into other camps, kept evolving, kept learning, kept listening. You know, he has spent time in the music camp. I don't think that's a secret. But I think any official announcement which hasn't been, I don't think, confirmed yet, will come from him.
According to Froch, the time for interviews and social media insults is over. The challenge has been issued, and now the ball is firmly in Fury's court. Promoter Eddie Hearn has also spoken about Froch's commitment. Even in
I just don't think it's the right move for him. I just think he just needs to dig deep and reassess himself, because that's the only person who can turn it around.
Retirement, Froch has continued to travel, learn, and improve his understanding of boxing. He has remained physically active while studying new training methods and techniques. With Joe Egan now adding personal insight into John Fury's habits.
Yes, he said, I want to fight John Fury, because he said he's the best travel man on the planet. He's far from that, he says. He said, I don't want myself the best travel man on the planet, but I don't rate no man to beat me, he says. So listen, this is game, what he says. I want to fight John, he says, in the ring, he says. I don't care for what, or for when, or for how. Me and John Fury to fight in that ring.
And weaknesses. Many believe Froch's preparation has reached another level. Trainer Dominic Ingle believes this situation is very different from the verbal battles people have grown used to seeing online. Once serious training begins, the conversation changes completely.
It was about me day and night, him and his boyfriend, Joe Egan. I could beat them two on a bad day. I could beat the pair of them on a bad day. Look here, run like a bitch. The big Carl Froch. They talk about John Fury left, right and centre when I'm here, in the flesh, growling, ready to rock and roll. I don't give a fuck about fighting. That's my domain. And they know that.
Does that disappoint you that he said it?
I'm an American pit bull terrier, and what are they? What are they, Labradors?
Completely. Ingle suggests that if John Fury accepts the challenge, he will not be facing someone looking for internet attention. He will be standing across the ring from a former world champion who knows exactly how to prepare for big occasions. Joe Egan has made it clear that this rivalry is
because he called me a fake and a fraud, fake hard man. I will show him how much of a fake hard man I am. He's the one that's shying away from the
has become personal. After hearing John Fury repeatedly describe himself as one of the toughest fighting men around, Egan wants the opportunity to test those claims. For him, this is no longer just about boxing. It has become about pride, reputation, and proving who is really willing to back up their words. John Fury has responded with plenty of confidence, comparing himself to a
What he is. He's a thug and he's a bully.
There's times in life, and I don't know if you'll agree with me or disagree with me, but there's times in life where sometimes you've got to stand up and be counted, and sometimes you've run your mouth, or you've said the wrong thing, or you've done something you regret, and you've actually got to stand and you've got to face it and front it and be a man and say, right, okay, I've done this, now I need to go and see the headmaster, or I need to go and see the kid that maybe I took his lunch money off him and the big brother wants me. I've got to take my licks now, I've got to stand and fight and defend myself. And John Fury's in a position where he's ran his mouth, he's given it the big one, you've come and fronted it and said, okay, here we go, you've taught the one, here I am, I'm here for you, I'm ready for you, you've taught the big one, now all you've got to do is step up to the mark. And it's embarrassing, really.
Pit bull while dismissing Froch and Egan as nothing more than Labradors. But many observers believe the louder Fury becomes, the more frustrated he appears. They argue that constant insults cannot replace actually signing a contract and stepping into the ring. Egan insists he is willing to meet Fury almost anywhere, whether it is inside a boxing ring, in a barn, or under almost any reasonable conditions. He says he is ready.
Time to run out for you, boys. I'm going to bump into you. And when I do, here's a statement. I'm going to do the two of you on the same night. You can two me. You two shithouses can try and two me. I'll batter the shit out of the two of you. But I'm telling you now, it's at your fucking peril, boys. It's at your fucking peril. And if I've got to go back to jail for you two shithouses, you fucking fugazis, fakes, I don't mind doing it, but believe me, look here, running, training, 20 stone 9 pounds.
Egan's perspective, every solution has been offered, while Fury continues to raise objections. His message remains simple. Eventually, words have to become actions. Carl Froch continues returning.
John Fury, he's always defending his kids, yeah. Point number one, yeah. John Fury should fight that Irish guy. What's the other traveller guy who keeps calling him out in London? I forgot his, Joe Egan. That fight should happen, yeah? You know, stop going around and headbutting young boys. He should fight that guy.
To one central point. He believes John Fury has been given every opportunity to make the fight happen, but has repeatedly found new reasons to delay or avoid it. Now, with Egan sharing years of experience and knowledge inside the training camp, Froch believes he has an even clearer blueprint.
The reason that I like that little bit of beef, right? One is because I'm not involved. And two, because Carl's not the kind of geezer who you can start saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And if I see you, because you can say that to me, I'm a wet lettuce. You can't say that to Carl Froch.
For success should the fight finally materialize. Supporters of Froch also point to his accomplishments inside the ring. He competed against elite world champions throughout his career and famously produced one of the biggest knockout victories of his life in front of 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium.
I'm only 10 years younger than Big John Fury. I know he doesn't look well, does he? He looks a bit older. I don't want to give him any stick, but he's 10 years older than me, 60-year-old man. I'm pressing on for 50. So, is it a fair fight? I think we both know it isn't, but he's called it on at Tottenham Hotspur.
Those experiences, they argue, cannot be compared to verbal confrontations or exhibition-style challenges. Even when John Fury boasts about his size and strength, Froch's supporters remain convinced that elite-level boxing skills make the difference.
Career, and everybody knows Froch is a tough guy, and if Froch turns up, even though he's an old man now, he's nearly as old as me. No, he's not. He's quite younger than me, actually. Carl Froch. I'm 63. Anyway, but you know, listen. Even Carl Froch, at the age that he is at, would still be enough for John Fury. Now,
they argue that championship experience, disciplined preparation, and years of competing under the brightest lights outweigh physical intimidation. Derek Chisora has also expressed frustration with the ongoing feud, suggesting that if Fury truly wants to prove himself, he should stop creating distractions and simply
As a fighter to the core, so is John Fury. Listen, it's fun, it's banter, it's entertainment. Carl said to me afterwards, hey, it's all good fun, isn't it?
If they fought, who would win?
I mean, I would not I don't think I would go against Carl Froch ever anyway.
Okay.
In a normal fight. I mean, obviously it's a long time since he's retired, but Carl Froch is a very, very, very top fighter.
That switch haven't they as well?
And John Fury's a big guy, right? And he's
accept one of the challenges being offered. Many fans have echoed that opinion, saying the constant exchanges have reached the point where only an actual fight can settle the debate. Eddie Hearn has repeatedly praised Froch's competitive mindset. Having worked closely with him throughout much of his championship career, Hearn believes the former champion still possesses the mentality.
John talked himself into a situation where what if Calais says, well, I'll give you X, Y, and Z to fight Carl Froch. So I gather the last amount was 2.5 million. And I'm thinking, and Carl's like, and the thing is, I spoke to Carl last week at the Ricky thing, and he said, you know what, Johnny? He said, my man's priced himself out of it. You know, if we say, yeah, it'll be all right, give me 5 million. All right, give me 10 million. He's priced himself out of it. I like John. I get John. I like Carl. Carl's my boy. I respect him. It won't happen. It's just, I know it's bad, but it's fun watching these guys wind each other.
That made him one of Britain's greatest super middleweights. According to Hearn, if the opportunity arrives, Froch will have no hesitation about accepting it. Former world champion Duke McKenzie shares a similar opinion. He believes that while age eventually affects every athlete, the competitive edge that carried Froch to multiple world titles has never disappeared. Combined with Egan's insight into John Fury's approach, McKenzie believes Froch would enter any fight with significant advantages. Broadcaster Adam Smith has also spoken positively about Froch's chances. Even years after retirement, Froch's reputation continues to command enormous respect throughout boxing. His professionalism, discipline, and ability to perform under pressure remain qualities many believe would translate well into a comeback for a single high-profile contest. Johnny Nelson has questioned the financial demands surrounding the proposed fight. According to Nelson, every time negotiations appear to move forward, the asking price seems to increase.
Fury, Carl Froch, who wins that one?
Difficult one to call, that.
Really?
You got to go with the Cobra. You got to go with the Cobra, mate.
Really?
The Cobra's dangerous. He's still in shape. 48 years of age.
John's standing over there behind you.
You got to go with John Fury. Yeah, no, it kicked off a little bit. But it wasn't only Carl Froch that he went into either, did he? He actually went into Lennox Lewis as well. He started steaming into Lennox Lewis a little bit, and I go, whoa, who wins that one?
That has left many wondering whether money has become another obstacle preventing the fight from happening. Former boxer Spencer Oliver believes Froch would still be an extremely dangerous opponent despite being retired. He argues that conditioning, experience, and punching power rarely disappear completely, especially for someone who spent years competing at the highest level. Add Joe Egan's detailed knowledge of John Fury's tendencies, and Oliver believes Froch would enter as the favorite. Boxing journalist Gareth A. Davies has also discussed John Fury's emotional personality. He believes Fury often reacts strongly whenever conversations involve his family, particularly his sons. Many experienced fighters understand that emotional reactions can become weaknesses during competition.
What John does, he's very, very, very passionate around his sons when they're fighting, and it gets something out of him. I spoke to him, right, literally face to face, and I said, well, you know, what is upset? He said, I don't want people calling me out because I'll take any man on.
Yeah.
You know the comments.
Yeah.
My guy.
Competition, and supporters of Froch believe maintaining composure could become another key advantage. Ultimately, this rivalry has grown beyond a simple exchange of insults. Joe Egan joining Carl Froch's training camp sends a clear message that serious preparation is underway. Whether the fight ever happens remains uncertain, but one thing is obvious: the pressure on John Fury continues to grow. Froch has the championship pedigree, years of elite experience, and now an advisor who understands his potential opponent better than almost anyone. Fury continues to insist he is ready for anyone, yet fans continue waiting for the moment when those words are tested inside the ring. Until contracts are signed, the debate will continue. But if the fight finally becomes reality, boxing fans will discover whether Carl Froch's proven accomplishments and Joe Egan's insider knowledge are enough to overcome John Fury's confidence, size, and determination.